And Zach Neto leads off for the Angels. Healthy. And he does. That's a heater. And there's a fastball right by. Beautiful knuckle curve. Far. Called strike 3 in Anaheim last September, the beginning of his start in Cleveland. Shot foul 1-2. And that day in Cleveland, Ray.
Yeah, and I remember him saying that after the game.
Hook down the line, and that's foul. Still. How about the heat? Padres. There's the changeup at 91, and Bryce Teodosi. And there's the being a reliever in some evaluators' eyes, though he'd been a.
Well, when you look aggressive through these systems, show.
Past Urania, and Grissom gets it in the palm of his glove, and there he goes. Ohapi throws. Neto got 1 hour sinker. Is not a bad option to receive. So bases empty and 2 outs. Two and two. There's maybe it was a high five for the littlest five. Over the side netting, and still a full count on Vinny Pasquantino. Muscled foul. A little number, and Urania is on top.
Harder throws, as that was what was bothering him the most, and he feels ready to go. Q told me that when he came in yesterday, it was the best that they had seen. SD back Jake and Monty, as well as Michael Garcia.
That's to the right field corner, and Jack Caglione stays in fair territory, tuning his mechanics, and that power off the fastball to make sure that it's better located. Sink.
More rotational, and allows him to stay back and really kind of get things going.
Check swing, and Peraza uses Reagan's power against him. And he did have an above. Another slow roller. Tough play for Massey. Glove shovel. So Reagan. Both. Forces the Royals to. And you remember his final 3 starts last
with that T-shirt.
Well, he is the Cy Young candidate that he was a couple of years ago. Under the changeup. Well, Hoppy was ready. He goes back to the heater.
Loves.
And he rips it down the left field line. Does it have enough height? It does. A solo homer into the corner. It's 1-0. That ball did not get very far.
The captain smiling in that dugout.
Oh.
Top to bottom.
And Collins. He threw the changeup more often than any. But like you said, that's through the hole on the right side. Kangs goes first to third.
To see him get some results, I think you're going to see the uptick in his confidence and the quality of at-bats continue. He said,
off the end of the bat, Nick Lofton flares a base hit. Caglianone's in, and it's 2-0. Out. And now Isbell lays down a bunt. Here comes Massey. He's out. No, Hoppy, too. That's not an easy play to make. Lorena gets facing the number 9 hitter, Bryce Teodosio. Quickly ahead. In fact, through his
who has the ability to do that dominance, and there's that changeup.
Once through the order for Reagans, and now he's got Neto out of. It has been all fast.
He has in that pitch. How many Reagans say that changeup?
Neto didn't want to. So what would you have said? Slider?
Slide.
Knuckle curve looks
landing it where he wants it.
On the ground, Bobby Witt Jr. scoops, spins, throws. Got him! While pairing that support with meaningful mentorship.
Wow.
That lives on. For the inning. Leads off the bottom of the inning. And that's muscle to right center. Joe Adell can't get there. Bobby goes for 2. And he's thrown out trying to steal. Just get a double next time.
That's right.
Ultimately hit a comebacker to end the inning. It's really he goes through so much video, and he pointed out that too far back while he's preparing to swing. A really subtle. And he takes ball 4.
And that's
loop through the hole. Witt had to freeze. Now he takes off. He speeds around third. No chance to throw him out. Well, Vance knows how fast Bobby. Down the line for Teodosio. And there's the first out of the inning. Starting to turn the corner. They've scored it.
Inject that.
That was something we were focusing on.
For 9 innings.
That's ball 4, and the bases are loaded. Before he got charged with a run in the 7th. Well, Reina had stayed in for the 7th. Before being sent down to AAA to stretch out. In the air to right. And Adell is there. And too shallow for Vinny Pasquantino to think about coming. Now that second relief, maybe that should be earned. You decide. It was after that he went to
Well, Jake, I think if they had let
strikes this inning from Urania, and Nick Lofton takes another one out of the zone. Hey. Popped it up. And he got Isbell with a high heat.
Down into the players' lives and individually who the players were to understand Jackie experience and the incredible storytelling from Bob Kendrick about that period of time, Jake.
And he sends one deep to center, and Kyle Isbell comes up just short, trying to bring it back. So a home run. So the Angels are on the board.
Go back there after that homer, but he did his research on the museum of places that I've wanted to go, and I'm really glad it worked out that we had an off day here. So
formative experience. And Bob was visiting with
up there with Buck O'Neill. With the league, we're going to fill up that strike zone.
And now Reagan's not only his punch to left. Collins got turned around, and it's over his head. And so Vaughn Grissom, who had a couple of doubles yesterday, it's been interesting.
Develop that pitch to become the pitcher that we know he can be.
Called strike three. Fastball got. And it's opened up spots in the rotation for pitchers like Walbert Urania. He needed. You do not very often see. And there's actually only ding ding. That's in the air just beyond the infield. And 3 hits this year. And he sprays it into foul ground over by the tarp, and a nice merrily right field again. He was in center a little bit last year. Mike Trout is back in center field now. Man,
runs really 1-0 ball game. Bring 3 back from over the fence game.
Did you see the last one?
Yeah.
Took him an iconic image in baseball history. And Vinny rolls it foul to stay alive. And ultimate. And it is a right on cue. You want to put that in some context.
What we were looking to see from Cole Reagans, and you and I talked about the visit we had with him yesterday afternoon, and
in the way how even somebody like him goes back to the draw,
experiencing what you've been going through. Oftentimes
it starts with a fastball. That's what he'll swung on and missed. Strike 3. Time back there tonight.
Really good changer tonight.
0-2 to Neto. Jack Caglione circles, grabs.
And that's semi-opposite field, correct?
It was. Help Cags much. And the Royals have seemed excited.
So before the game yesterday, they were all able to get together, catch up, and another surgery this offseason. He's had a couple.
Game is a business too, but they always seem to face off with one another one way or another.
Yeah, it's alongside of each other.
Collins takes off, pitches a strike. O'Hoppy's throw a little hot.
Attempting to steal it.
Runners all year long. And there were 64 steals against him. He's been a little bit better this year, and especially tonight. And the same about Trout. Now, how could you not, in every facet of the game, and early on, into foul ground, and Jensen, the leadership.
It's
are through 650 career games. Reagans is looking. Punch to right center. Isbell's got room this time. 2 away.
Yeah, if you throw 60% strikes, that's a gazillion foul balls that keep driving those pitch counts up, which is allowed. Yeah, that's real.
The payoff pitch to Soler. Ripped down the left field line. It is a fair ball into the corner. Soler's got a 2-out double.
A game like this for Cole Reagans will go a long way. Shut things down and get a win. Just get that momentum going. The confidence will be there.
Could be a much different answer tonight. In the air to left. And Collins has it. 11th career game with double-digit strikeouts.
Base tonight. He will sleep much better tonight.
Hot shot, scoots past Peraza. And Nick Lofton's on base for a 3rd time tonight. And there.
Got a little cushion.
Over Peraza and into left. An inside-out swing from Isbell. Nobody out for Carter Jensen. He's also hit. Maybe. And there is ball. He pops up the first pitch. Infield was in. Infield fly rule in effect. Just a little with runners in scoring position this year. And in fact. And he sends it. Did he get it? And now it's full. And there's ball 4 with the base. Slow roller. Grissom scoops. There's one. Quick throw from Neto is in time.
Bottom stranded every runner that he has inherited this season.
He gets Vaughn Grissom to start the 7th. Now Lynch, when he struck out Moncada, make it 13 in a row.
Luke Hochhaver, another converted starter.
And he gets a little comebacker. 2 up, 2 down. But now it's very exciting with generation.
A high five.
Mm-hmm. Stroke to deep right. And Caglione darts back. Inning over. Jack Caglione leads the charge in the bottom of the 7th. All against starter Walbert Urania. And then just you don't want to get this Royals offense.
And that's huge to see because it just takes
every night. And those high pressure pitches come for everybody.
out of action for a day or two afterwards.
Isaac Collins, his first pitch swinging, and he sends one into left. Massey swings away and laces it to left. Here comes Caglione, charging around third. Play at the plate. He's soreness. Bridget gave us an update.
Playing well, and it's great to see the Royals filling in
For the postseason is a pretty good thing.
I like it.
Hot shot to short. It gets by Neto. Here comes Collins. Throws to third and gets away. And now Massey comes on home. 2 more runs. Still nobody out in the sore armed.
If you give Neto 100 times to do it, he's going to do it more often than not.
And now Isbell serves one into right. Lofton gets to third. Isbell's caught up. What are the Angels going to do? So the Royals had that big lead against the Twins. That was an 8-2 win. And the Royals are up 8-1. Shallow center. Grissom calls for it. The Brewers. He was very highly regarded as a terrific defense. And the first thing that he's and Schreiber gets him swinging. And Zach Neto and Mike Trout on deck. Stripes does have back-to-backs.
Would have poked him out to right field, and especially in a couple of situations where he really needed an out.
Well, when Schreiber's at his best, he's. And there is strike one. That is the longest streak since Max Kepler.
Expand that strike zone.
And it's
Different ways.
hot shot just past Bobby and into left. And so the on-base streak lives.
It's great for the game.
It is still baffling that he is on. Challenge for home run moment for moment. Trout hit 5 home runs in the 8th. New catcher Travis d'Arnaud. That's moved Vaughn Grissom over to first base. 1-2 on Vinny. He went from Ontario to roll to Grissom. And with a different
Or not.
This is a dumb question. I mean, it kind of looks like something you'd play cornhole with. Poke to the right side. Frazier flags it down. Throws off the mark. And now Caglione rips one down the right field line. There goes Salvi. He stops at third. Folded. The Phillies. Those 2 seasons can
see that finish on your pitch.
Quickly 0-2.
To continue to throw balls and take advantage of those walks.
Massey pops it up. Darno into the game. They had that. So whose glove is 1-2? Face all 4 times tonight. And he shoots one past Grissom. Salvi's in. Cags right behind him. Has for Lofton tonight. RBIs. I think Lofton had a 3-run double that night. And tonight, Monty, they put together. And again, in all fairness, well, Cole Rick. Just for your edification. Understandably. And in this case, it's a little blooper. And it falls. Jensen gets the hit. Oh, he's buzzing Bobby Witt Jr. Now. Frazier in the Royals 3 years in a row. And Pirates wound up overlapping in Seattle for a night. Vinny grounds out. That ends the inning.
It was what we'll call special for Cole Riggins.
Now, Mason Black is on the mound to close it out
For tonight's start.
I'm going to ask you 2 questions. They might have this.
Occasionally you walk a guy because you got an open base or whatever and be aggressive in the strike zone. So he can get outs in the strike zone. Relying on confidence, and if you have confidence to go out.
Mason Black gets
Also a lot of responsibility there for providing that cushion for Cole Riggins.
There's another hit for Grissom. It's a 3-hit night for him. Baseball history. Oh, and 2 on Frazier. Still 0-2. There will be a couple of familiar faces there. You'll have Eric Haas. And Oaks foul down the right. He is tech. Not to. Stroke to right. And Cags